Welcome back to another edition of Cool News. I'm your host, Cool the Corax. This week's top stories include quarantine, green fires, prison panic, and more. This just in, I got some breaking news. Local mechanic Ben Lewis has been found dead, hanging from his arms and legs in his own auto shop. A confession reads of his sabotage of vehicles for repeat business and how he fabricated evidence to keep himself out of heat after his sabotage caused the death of a family. The Moth killer has left their usual mark again. This is a fresh story, so updates are still coming. In other news, the local human news has changed their story. After some investigation, the green fires in Capitol Forest are believed by the human populations to have been caused by a copper and sulfur deposit that was exposed to fire after the cabin above the location was vandalized and set ablaze. There's a reward out for any information on who the vandals are. Still no word on the helicopter crash, but that seems to be the least of the problems for the city. Because the state maximum security prison has been the site of either the largest prison break in U.S. history or one of the worst terrorist attacks since 9/11. Perhaps even both. Some 300 inmates and personnel are missing. Government organizations are looking into the matter alongside Pentex personnel, as the site was housing a government program for studying infectious diseases. This particular site held one of the deadliest diseases in the world, Marburg. A bill passed last year by federal agencies allowing the experimentation on dead inmates with the purpose of developing cures for rare diseases was met with welcome by Pentex, which offered considerable funding to cure research. Interesting. Due to the large prison escape, federal agencies have quarantined Lewis and Thurston counties. The CIA, FBI, military, National Guard, forces from JBLM, and all sorts of other government agencies are locking down all movement in and out of those two counties. The threat of disease spreading is great, and no chances are being left. Walls and barricades are being set up around the counties, and constant patrols, both on land and in the air, have commenced to prevent the spread of this epidemic. Food and water rations are being delivered by government personnel who must always wear containment suits and must go through extreme decontamination procedures before leaving. The area is under martial law to prevent widespread panic, looting, and riots. Hospitals are all at maximum capacity, and well beyond that. In some instances, tent cities of sick are popping up outside hospitals, and people are encouraged to remain within their homes, only leaving when necessary. All signs of fever, flu, or a rash are being treated as possible infection by hospital personnel, so it is unsure how many people are actually infected, or those who might just be experiencing unrelated symptoms. As for the weather, storms still persist in the Lewis County Umbra, though their intensity has not increased or decreased. Back to some updates on the Moth killer. Police again have found little evidence, as every inch of the floor and walls have been bleached, and the security footage has been entirely removed and destroyed. Even the security cameras have been removed. Whoever doing this is serious about their work, but I want that secret and who done it. But that's all for now. As always, keep it cool and keep it classy. I've been your host, Cool the Corax, signing off.